how you're doing. I was unable to give you guys a trade recap on Thursday and Friday because I went somewhere where I traded there with my phone. But I'm going to run through my thought process. So I'm going to market open Thursday and Thursday 9:30. So we came down, we swept this 4 hour low on Nasdaq. We also swept the low on SPS, right? We came into this 4 hour fair value gap here. Look, we had a lot of fair value gap, but let me just mark the middle one because we already tested this fair value gap. We tested this fair value gap. So we go to this fair value gap here. So just marking out all the lows. So we had this low here. We had this low. We had this low. We had this low. We had this low here. Change 15-minute time frame. Yeah, that was the low. Yeah, that low. So now when market open, I came into the chart late. You feel me? So I came into the chart late. So I came by 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Nigerian time, which is 10 o'clock New York time. So there was no news on Thursday. So I came into the chart late. So and by the time I came into the chart, we had SMT. Let me see. It's 8:45. If I'm not sure, let's see that. We had SMT. We had this and this, and we had this and this. So I take my three big base of lagging index. So scaling to 1 minute time frame. We had this fair value gap here. We didn't test it. We had the break of structure to the outside and I entered. It's my stop loss here. And I was targeting this 15-minute high. That was how I was targeting. So when I was targeting that high, we had a bearish SMT. We swept this low. We swept this high on Nasdaq, but we didn't sweep it on SPS. You can see there, we didn't sweep it on SPS. So we had this and this. Immediately we formed the SMT, I put my stop loss to break even because there's high chance that price will retrace. So immediately we swept the low. Immediately we swept the high. I put my stop loss to break even immediately. But I lost $3 slippage. So this was the trade I took on Thursday. Let's go to Friday. Man, Friday price was actually so crazy. Friday 9:30, we had this and we had this. So we swept 4 hour highs on both pairs. We swept this here and we also swept this. I also marked this 4 hour low. We swept this, go to 1 hour time frame. Before the same thing, we had this 9 o'clock and this. So we had this and this and this. I also marked out this 30 minutes lows where I would take partial. This is the 4 hour low. This is 30 minute low. So scale it to 1 minute time frame. What was the lagging index? I didn't take the trade immediately on the lagging index because where I was, there was no network. Like the network was actually slow, so I couldn't take the trade early. But this would have been what I would love to enter. Put my stop loss here and then aim for this man. Aim for this. But since I didn't take the trade here, going to Nasdaq. So we were dancing around this area on SPS and now Nasdaq. And I can remember the trade I took on Tuesday when we were dancing around Nasdaq. We had a better move on SPS. So instead of me to take the trade on SPS, I took the trade on Nasdaq. So I got stopped out. So like I wanted to measure the difference from where I want to enter to my TP so that I will know the one that will give me um a better entry so that I will not be stopped out and will now form another SMT and go to my to my TP because that was what happened on Tuesday that I got stopped out. So we formed fair value gap here, here too. Then we had the retracement to the upside. We came to this fair value gap. We had a break of structure to the downside on both pairs. So this was what I was looking for on both pairs. You get uh, my stop loss. This is what I wanted. This is where I put my stop loss on both pairs. I didn't enter the trade immediately, but this was what I was looking for. This and this. Was it? No, 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 no. This was not it. By this time, self, I was not still in the chart. So because of I came in late, I waited for a 5 minute retracement to the upside on both pairs. So scaling to 1 minute time frame because I know I measured the distance from where I want to enter to my TP and I took the trade on SPS. So yeah, this is it. We came into this fair value gap where the break was also to the downside with this candle here. My stop loss was here. Same thing with this. When I was counting my stuff, so I believe I had a late entry. This. So this was what I wanted to enter off. But now I measured the distance. See? See? So I measured this shit too. But when we had this break of structure here, from here to here was 18%. From here to here was also 18%. But I took the trade on SPS because of SPS was the lagging pair. So I took the SPS there. I set my TP and my SL. So I left the trade. I went to do something. As I came back to check if we have hit TP1 so that I could take partials, to my greatest surprise, like this was what happened. Like, what is this? What is this movement? Like, shit, like, I got one to two. So this was what I entered. Like, as I came to the market and I saw this, I was like, what is going on? So this was the trade I entered. So last week profitable, this week profitable. Okay, this October is looking good for me. Oh, looking good. By the way, let me show you guys my P&L for the week. P&L for the week. You can see Monday, which is 6th. Monday, which is 6th. Seed trade I lost. I lost this. Tuesday, I lost this. Let me take this for here. So Tuesday, I lost $37. I entered again. I made $20. On Wednesday, I lost $31. I entered again. I made $41. Then this was a Thursday trade that I lost only $3.5. Like that was the slippage. Then on Friday, I made $126. So the last 2 weeks have actually been crazy for me. Thank God. But if you have been watching my videos, the I told you cap on Monday and I told you cap Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I would have actually had a good RR at the end of this week. I would have actually passed phase 2 this week, but it is what it is. You make mistake, you learn from your mistake. Come into the market the next day or the next week, you to do the right thing, follow your rules. If you lose, it is what it is. If you win, so it is what it is. So catch you guys in the next week. If you like my content and want me to grow, just like and subscribe. Peace.